Listen, I love all my viewers equally, but I love the people who keep this channel alive by supporting the habit at patreon.com/doseofbuckley just a little more equaler. What do you mean that's not a word? Too late. Video's starting. Here's something crazy, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I have never mentioned Rachel Dolezal on this channel. Not once. Not a full video, not even just as a reference or a joke in another video. I did a search of my main script files and nothing. I thought, oh, maybe that shit happened in like 2008 or something before my channel. Nope. 2015. Right around the time I was making fun of things like the woman who sued a college because they wouldn't give her more time on her nursing test, Gwyneth Paltrow for giving up on the food bank challenge in like a couple days, furries, otherkin. I made fun of some dipshit pretending to be a wolf, but not a woman pretending to be black? Maybe because I made fun of Iggy Azalea so many times, I figured, you guys wouldn't want to hear about another one. But for those of you who somehow managed to miss this story, or who just forgot, Rachel Dolezal is a white woman who, in 2014, was able to finagle her way to become head of the local NAACP chapter in Spokane, Washington. After she claimed she was a victim of hate crimes, her parents outed her to the media, saying, look at us, we're white as shit and we spawned her. Here's what she looked like when she was a kid. And they showed some freckled ginger kid. I might be paraphrasing a little, but anyway, after lying and claiming that her father was black and that her white brother was actually her son, she admitted, yes, okay, I was born white, you got me, but I identify as black. She resigned from her position and was fired from her job as a teacher of Africana Studies at a local university. It was maybe one of the most bizarre stories of 2015, though it was the same year as the infamous dress that proved that half the country can't tell what the fuck color anything is anyway. So, what's she been up to lately? Not much. She changed her name apparently, and far be it from me to be disrespectful and mispronounce the made-up black alias of a white woman, but I believe it's Nkechi Diallo, which she told the New York Times a few years ago that it's Nigerian, and the first name means gift of God. Yeah. Oh, it gets weirder. She moved to Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, crazy. Who the fuck would do that, right? No. But she got a job as a part-time after-school extended day instructor for kids ages kindergarten to grade 5, as well as a substitute teacher, and had been doing that for a little over 6 months. That was under her new name. However, under her old name, she started a podcast called Peripheries, where she talks to people living on the peripheries of society who don't fit into a scripted box and feel Rachel would understand their pain. So other freaks and liars. Oh, come on, Buckley, no! She published a book titled In Full Color, Finding My Place in a Black and White World, which the synopsis includes this question. What determines your race? Is it your DNA? Yes, done. Asked and answered. Skip the other 303 pages. She sold a product called Melanin Spectrum Dolls, where you could pick 1 to 5 melanin level, with 1 being the lightest and 5 being the darkest. These are 6 inches tall and $100. And of course, the whole reason you clicked that thumbnail, she set up an OnlyFans account. This was actually reported by the New York Post in 2021, but I guess it just kind of flew under everyone's radar. At that time, she promised foot pics and posts of me using stuff people buy from my Amazon wish list. Wonder if there are any listings for paper bags on there. As well as, I guess, pictures and videos of her working out. She's since expanded her offerings, as this picture might suggest. It's a little more than feet. So, she's running this under the name Rachel Dolezal. She gets a job as a teacher under the name Nkechi Diallo. And in mid-February, she gets outed again. I don't know how they found me, but they found me. Word gets out that, oh, wait, that's Rachel Dolezal working at that school. And, did you know that she also sells videos where she plays with herself under a Christmas tree? And the school board says, yeah, so we're just finding out about this now, and yeah, this definitely breaks our social media usage policies for teachers, so she's not a teacher anymore. And so, for the second, maybe third time in 9 years, She's fired for not having been honest with her employer. But does it matter that she lost her job if she has an OnlyFans account? On a hilarious post by KVOA News 4 Tucson with the headline, "Tucson teacher loses job over OnlyFans account." Really burying the lead there, guys. A blue check asked, "Serious question. Can't people make like 1,000 times more money on OnlyFans than they can being a public school teacher? Why was she doing both? That doesn't make sense." Rachel was reportedly making $19 an hour as a part-time teacher. Let's say 20 hours a week. That would be $380 a week, $19,760 a year. 1,000 times more would be $19 million a year. Do you think Rachel Dolezal was making $19 million a year? Her? Listen, I saw a couple pictures and it looks like she's definitely got in shape, but this ain't making 1,000 times as much as a teaching job. Well, how much is she making? Well, allow me to potentially provide some insight into that with the info we know. She charges $9.99 a month. I only charge $5 or less a month, but I don't put anything in my ass, so I understand why I might not be able to command as much. Anyway, her posts appear to get somewhere between about 50 and 150 likes recently. So we can say that, minimum, if 150 people are signed up at any given time, she makes $1,498 a month. But not every person who subscribed will smash that like button, right? I know this. On my Patreon, I routinely get 30, 40 likes on a post, and I have about 2,500 subscribers at any given time. So, that's only like 1.4% of my subscribers who bother hitting like. They likely don't bother because they know there's no algorithm to help. Not on Patreon. They're subscribed, they watch the bonus videos, they go about their day. So, if that were the case for her, she could have as many as 10,700 subscribers, which would be $107,000 a month, or nearly $1.3 million a year. So, that's quite the range. She's making between $17,976 and $1.3 million a year. Which one of those do you think is more realistic, given that she took a job as a part-time teacher to supplement her income? One of those amounts would allow you to live a life of luxury, and one of those amounts would require you to eat cat food and live in a tent. But maybe she was trying to set herself up for the future. A look back further shows that she used to get a lot more likes, and used to post a lot more frequently. Maybe the Curiosity subscription slowed down. She was making less money than before, and wanted to get back into teaching, starting with part-time work and making her way up to a full-time job. Because a teaching job for a 43-year-old woman is probably far more stable and more long-term than income from amateur porn. What's baffling to me about this is the practically infinite amount of pornography on the internet, and hundreds, maybe thousands of people have said, "Oh man, you know who I've always wanted to see naked? That woman who pretended to be black like 9 years ago." Guys, are you okay? Like, I know we're having a mental health crisis, so I just wanted to ask, are you all right? Seriously. So of course, everyone's dunking on her, making fun of her, or angry at her for working with children while also selling naked photos online. I didn't really find any supportive posts for her. But you know what? I'm supportive of her. I am. In fact, I think we should have more Rachel Dolezals in the world. You know what I didn't find under any of these posts about her? Anyone getting into fights. She brings both the left and the right together in their dislike of her. She's like Ian Miles Chong. If you know, you know, and if you don't, the guy's a fucking spud that everyone mocks, and rightfully so. Or even Pearl. A lot of conservatives see right through her as the soulless grifter that she is. These people are great. They show us that, rich or poor, liberal or conservative, black or white, no matter who we are, we really can all come together in our shared hatred of people with main character syndrome. So, thank you, Rachel, and keep up the great work. You're a true unifier, a real modern-day Abraham Lincoln. If old Honest Abe had sold photos of his feet and butthole for the cost of a quarter-pounder meal.